So, thought I would do. I hope I'm holding this right. I've probably been fidgeting with it. I thought I'd do a little brief audio because I'm coming nearer the end of the movie. Since smoking a joint now, actually. So today has been contemplative. I'm doing currently at the moment, I've got the image of the CANNAMAN movie on the screen. Just without the agent. I've still to draw him and put him in, but Donnie, the alchemist, and CANNAMAN's there with the writing and stuff. And it's just crazy to think that, it's getting close, very close to the end. I've got 15 images still to colour and animate, edit stuff, and then it's the animating part, getting all the videos together, completing it all together. Still got another couple of weeks, should be done by the beginning of July. I probably sound fucking miserable, but I'm not, just sunbaked as well. But I think the reason kind of what to do an audio as well is that the thing that's really passed my mind the most at the moment is the loyalty for CANNAMAN and Donnie. Like, it's a really bizarre sensation. But I actually love both of these characters as if they were real beings. And it's a huge philosophical question, because that's what I'm sitting pondering. Like, it's peculiar. The more and more I do this, the more and more I create these instances of CANNAMAN and Donnie, it does feel like they're autonomous. Sometimes it just does feel like that. And I ask myself, bear in mind, I'm aware that I'm not even close. I'm adding to a long list of individuals who've already engaged in this similar dynamic. We have ones going on at the moment: Simpsons, Family Guy, American Dad, Bob's Burgers. Oh shit, phone. All of these animations I've already done, have left their mark or leaving their mark. And the process that they've went through to create, the individuals that are responsible for creating these programs, the individuals would have went through the same experience which I'm going through, creating this. Relatively the same, back like considering a few variables, but the reality is, they're manifesting something, they're bringing it into reality. And it's really fascinating, because one of the things that popped to mind as well was the notion of not doing it anymore. And I don't mean that that's what I was going to do in any way, shape or form. More as like a contemplative exercise. When I've thought that, like, I wonder what would happen, I wonder what life would be if I was to stop creating the CANNAMAN and Donnie. And that's what brought me to this thought process, because thinking that of, like, I wonder what life would be if I stopped creating them, it gave me this weird feeling as if I was doing something wrong to people. And I don't mean the people that consume CANNAMAN and Donnie. I mean CANNAMAN and Donnie, like, I'd be doing them an injustice, like they're looking at me like, come on man, what are you doing? This is bullshit. I feel responsible, as if I have obviously a loyalty to them, but it's kind of like a responsibility for them, responsibility to allow them to be seen. I don't know, it's like they're real people and they've, like, fucking, they wouldn't like it. First off, they would stop to exist, but yeah, it's just really weird, and that's one of the things I wonder, because it's the notion of you're channeling it from something else. There's a wave of information which is present in the atmosphere, accessible to those that apply the correct discipline, habits, that allow these ideas to be channeled in one way or another. And there's a part of me that thinks, so does that mean that, because obviously the individual that's channeling is going to leave a mark on it, but I don't know if it's I just question, I wonder if it's, because if it's not your access, it's the opposite to you're accessing something that's in the atmosphere that somebody else can grab If you didn't do it, somebody else would do it. Take that away and make it that the other point of view is that it's not that information in the atmosphere. What it is it's just the individual. It's exclusively the individual, and what it is that you're channeling is remnants of their psychological and neural network structures. You know, and it's that. You're just channeling, and it might be channeled through music. We channel through tons of other creative tasks, and this one here is, and this one is CANNAMAN, my one. And if that's the case, that means then, like, if that's the case, I feel almost naked. There's like all your ideas, so it's like you should be able to read this person then, if that was exclusively the case. And I know there is a part of that that's the case. I know that's partly true. But just as the individual creating this shit, it just does feel sometimes like it's more. And I think it's relative to the magnitude that you achieve whilst it's here, perhaps. So the more and more impactful in human society that your craft is, the more it would give the appearance of a godlike fucking deity intervention. Let's produce this thing on earth through a guy. You know, and I think that's when you get hundreds, thousands of years old people creating work that's that length of time old. You know, they appear almost mythically godlike. And if you've got a guy that's just like made one song or written an essay, and it's just in his cupboard next to his fucking thing, I don't know. Fuck knows. So yeah, it's feeling quiet in the context of the creative side of this part of the movie. This feels like this last part. So I've done part 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. They've all completed together and they're in 2 separate video files, essentially. And this is part 5 and 6, really. So it's the end. And it seems to be taking a while, but it's fine. Just, I don't know. As I'm looking at this poster image right now, it makes me bizarrely not sad, but still, maybe. Like it's just inside my chest, it just feels still. Like there isn't anything, movement. It's just, you know, I need to go back and start doing fucking more colour and stuff like that, but I'm delighted that it's at this stage, but I'm also very conscious that this will be the only the CANNAMAN movie original. There can only ever be one original, and I think it's probably that, because I'm seeing the finish line. You know, I'm kind of like, oh, my time of this stage is, you know, not as new as it was in September last year. Oh yeah, and the date today is the 20th of June 2022, just to throw it out there. So yeah, between 15 and 20 images still with colour and edit, and then type up the last of the script, record that, and get it all thrown together. So I'd imagine by the next video update, the movie will probably be complete. I wouldn't be surprised. The last video audio fucking diary will just be me crying for 15 minutes. That's all it'll be. Whimpering, you know, hearing my son in the background shouting at me to tell me to shut up. But yeah, so it's getting close, getting really close, you know. The poster looks cool. This is the end. Almost the end, my friend. Right, I think I'll wrap that up there. See you in the next one.